Hey there, travelers! Ready to experience New Year's in one of the most exciting places on Earth? Rio de Janeiro is calling your name, and I've got the ultimate guide to help you make the most of it. From samba rhythms to stunning fireworks, there's so much to see and do. Stick around until the end, as I'll be sharing a fun little trivia that might just surprise you. Let's dive in. Kicking off my list at number 10, take a sunset boat tour in Guanabara Bay. If you've ever wanted to experience Rio from the water, this is the perfect opportunity. As I board the boat for a sunset tour in Guanabara Bay, I feel an undeniable sense of excitement. The views are nothing short of spectacular. On one side, the iconic Sugarloaf Mountain looms large, and on the other, the shimmering city skyline creates a perfect backdrop. The bay itself is surrounded by lush hills, and you get to see Rio from a perspective that most tourists miss. The golden hour is magical here, and watching the sun slowly sink into the horizon is a moment I'll never forget. Getting there is easy. Most tours depart from Marina da Gloria or Praca 13th, and you can book them in advance online or directly through local tour operators. Prices vary, but you can expect to pay around 150 to 300 Brazilian reals per person for a group tour, with private options available for a bit more. This activity is ideal for retirees, as the boat ride is relaxing and offers plenty of seating. There's no rush, just the gentle rhythm of the boat and the stunning sights around you. Plus, you'll be able to snap some incredible photos to remember Rio by. Be sure to bring a light jacket, as the breeze on the water can get chilly, especially as the sun sets. Just a bit of a fun fact: Guanabara Bay is home to one of the busiest harbors in the world, so you'll see all kinds of ships and boats pass by. There's always something interesting going on. Next, at number 9, watch the New Year's Eve parade in Barra da Tijuca. New Year's Eve in Rio is full of spectacle, but if you want to see something unique, I highly recommend heading to Barra da Tijuca for the parade. This event is a mix of vibrant floats, samba schools, and dazzling costumes that will leave you in awe. The parade is a bit different from the traditional one in downtown Rio. It has a more relaxed, family-friendly vibe and is perfect for those who want to celebrate New Year's Eve without the huge crowds of Copacabana. The energy is electric, with live music and performances, and the samba rhythm will have you tapping your feet. The parade takes place along the beach promenade, so it's easily accessible by taxi or rideshare. You'll find plenty of local food vendors offering snacks like pasties or savory pastries and churros, so you can grab a bite while you enjoy the show. Tickets are typically around 50 to 100 Brazilian real for access to the parade area, and you can get even closer to the action if you book a VIP experience. This is a fantastic option for those who prefer a quieter but still festive celebration on New Year's Eve. Arrive early to snag a good spot along the parade route. The best part? The parade runs late into the evening, giving you plenty of time to enjoy Rio's fantastic food, music, and festivities. Barra da Tijuca is famous for its beaches, but during New Year's it transforms into a lively party zone. At number 8, dine at a traditional churrascaria. If you're looking to experience true Brazilian cuisine, dining at a traditional churrascaria should be at the top of your list. I spent an unforgettable evening at one of Rio's top steakhouses, where the servers come to your table with skewers of perfectly grilled meats: beef, lamb, chicken, and pork, all cooked to perfection. The atmosphere is relaxed, yet lively, and the constant flow of food makes it an experience like no other. Whether you're a meat lover or a first-time visitor, you'll find something to savor here, and the salad bar is an added bonus, offering everything from fresh fruits to traditional Brazilian sides. Getting to a churrascaria is easy. Most are located in neighborhoods like Copacabana, Ipanema, and Leblon, easily accessible by taxi or public transport. Expect to pay around 100 to 200 Brazilian real per person, which usually covers the full all-you-can-eat experience. It's a great option for those who want to relax and indulge in a hearty meal before ringing in the new year. Plus, the long, leisurely dinner gives you a chance to soak in the lively atmosphere of Rio and mingle with locals and fellow tourists. If you're visiting around New Year's, be sure to make a reservation well in advance, as these spots get fully booked. Churrascarias are a deep-rooted tradition in Brazil, and many of them have been serving up mouth-watering meats for decades. This is an experience you won't want to miss. Next up at number 7, explore Lapa's street parties. For a truly Rio-style celebration, you can't miss the street parties in Lapa. This historic neighborhood is famous for its lively nightlife and colorful street festivals, especially around New Year's Eve. As soon as the sun goes down, the streets come alive with samba, funk, and an infectious energy that's hard to find anywhere else. I had the chance to join a crowd of friendly locals and tourists, dancing, laughing, and celebrating life in true karaoke fashion. The atmosphere is electric, with live bands, DJs, and spontaneous dancing taking place at every corner. To get to Lapa, it's best to take a taxi or ride share from Ipanema or Copacabana, as it's a short drive away. The street parties are free, though you can expect to spend a little on drinks and snacks from local vendors. If you're looking to stay somewhere nearby, Lapa has a variety of affordable accommodations, from hostels to boutique hotels. The vibe is casual, and the parties tend to go late into the night, so if you're up for an unforgettable New Year's Eve celebration, this is the place to be. Wear comfortable shoes, as you'll likely be dancing or walking on cobblestone streets. And a fun fact, Lapa is known for its historic arches, known as the Arcos de Lapa, which form a beautiful backdrop to the festivities. At number 6 spot, attend Samba Night. If there's one thing that truly represents the heart and soul of Brazil, it's samba. Attending a Samba Night in Rio was one of the most exhilarating experiences of my trip. From the moment I walked into the venue, the rhythm of the drums hit me like an electric current. The atmosphere was alive with excitement, and you could feel the passion for dance and music in the air. There were dancers in colorful costumes twirling around, their feet moving in sync with the infectious beats of the samba band. It's not just a show, it's an experience that pulls you in, making you want to get up and join in the fun. What I didn't expect was how accessible samba culture is for anyone, no matter your age or dancing experience. Samba nights aren't just for the pros. Whether you're a seasoned dancer or a first-timer, the vibe is so welcoming and infectious that you can't help but move your body to the music. I remember standing there, trying to follow the fast-paced footwork of the dancers, laughing at myself but enjoying every second. Some venues even offer lessons, so if you're looking to learn the basics of samba, you can jump right in before the night kicks off. The best part? Samba nights in Rio often stretch into the early morning hours. And it's not just the locals who take part. Tourists from around the world gather to experience the magic of Brazilian rhythm. The energy is absolutely contagious. I found myself chatting with people from all over, exchanging dance tips, discussing Rio's vibrant culture, and just soaking in the music. The venues range from intimate settings with local bands to grander, more elaborate shows, so you have a variety of experiences to choose from. If you're planning on attending a samba night in Rio, I highly recommend checking out venues like Carioca da Gama in Lapa, which is a local hotspot for authentic samba. It's an experience you won't forget, filled with infectious energy and the warm, welcoming spirit of Rio. Dress comfortably and wear flat shoes. You'll want to dance the night away. At number 5, experience the Christ the Redeemer statue at night. Seeing the Christ the Redeemer statue is an absolute must in Rio. But seeing it at night, especially on New Year's Eve, is an unforgettable experience. As I ascend the mountain via the scenic train, the anticipation builds. Arriving at the top, the city below twinkles like a blanket of stars, and the statue stands tall, illuminated against the night sky. The view from here is nothing short of awe-inspiring, with Rio's sprawling beaches, Sugarloaf Mountain, and downtown all visible in a single, breathtaking panorama. The Christ the Redeemer Monument is one of the new 7 wonders of the world, and visiting it during the new year offers a chance to reflect and take in the spiritual significance of the location. It's also an opportunity to take some truly amazing photos of Rio by night. The nighttime visits are less crowded than during the day, and the cool breeze adds to the serenity of the experience. Tickets range from $70 to $100, depending on the time of day and the type of transport you take. Getting there involves either a guided tour or taking the famous train that departs from the Cosme Velo station. It's wise to purchase tickets in advance as it can get busy, especially around New Year's. Fun fact, the statue was completed in 1931 and is over 98 feet tall, making it one of the largest statues of Jesus in the world. At number 4, make offerings to Yemanja. One of the most unique and beautiful traditions in Rio during New Year's is making offerings to Yemanja, the Afro-Brazilian goddess of the sea. I remember walking down to the beach in the late afternoon, feeling the excitement in the air as the crowd gathered in anticipation of the evening ritual. Thousands of people dressed in white, each with their own beautifully arranged offerings. Flowers, candles, and small boats made of leaves are ready to release them into the ocean as a symbol of gratitude and hope for the new year. As the sun sets over the Atlantic, the atmosphere is both serene and spiritual, a perfect blend of tradition and celebration. The belief behind the offerings is that Yemanja will grant blessings for the upcoming year, bringing peace, prosperity, and good health. I found it fascinating how much respect and reverence are shown for Yemanja. Locals treat this ritual with deep respect. The cool ocean breeze, the sound of the waves, and the shared sense of connection to the goddess make this experience feel special and personal, even as part of a crowd. It's a beautiful way to spiritually start the new year in a way that blends culture, belief, and nature. To join in, I made sure to bring a small, handmade boat of flowers, which is a common offering. You can buy these from vendors along the beach, but I'd recommend preparing yours ahead of time if you're hoping to make a more personal offering. The ritual happens just before midnight on the 31st, so get there early to pick a good spot along the beach. The more you know about the meaning behind the ceremony, the more moving and profound it becomes. If you're new to the tradition, it's best to respectfully ask locals about the process. While it's not required to participate, showing appreciation for the ritual can connect you with the culture in a meaningful way. Be prepared for a large crowd and make sure your items are biodegradable to respect the environment. Next up at number 3, watch the fireworks at midnight. There's nothing quite like the experience of watching the New Year's fireworks in Rio. As midnight approaches, I make my way to the beach with thousands of excited people. Rio's fireworks display is famous for its scale and beauty, lighting up the sky above Copacabana Beach with a stunning array of colors and shapes. I always feel a rush of adrenaline as the countdown begins, everyone shouting in unison, and the anticipation builds to a crescendo. The fireworks show itself is nothing short of spectacular. For about 15 minutes, the night sky explodes in vibrant colors, golden bursts, silver streams, and deep purple flashes. Each firework seems to echo the collective hope of everyone in Rio for a prosperous year ahead. It's an incredible feeling to be surrounded by such an immense crowd, yet everyone shares the same excitement and joy. The sea breeze and the sound of waves crashing add to the sense of magic in the air. As a fun fact, these fireworks are a major event that takes months of preparation, and the show is launched from multiple barges along the beach, making it visible from nearly every corner of Copacabana. If you're looking for the perfect view, I'd recommend getting to the beach a few hours early to secure a good spot. The fireworks are set to music, creating an unforgettable experience. Watching them with thousands of fellow revelers is exhilarating. If you're not keen on large crowds, consider watching the fireworks from a rooftop bar with a view of the beach. Many hotels in Copacabana and Limy offer special New Year's Eve packages with prime viewing locations for the fireworks. And for the runner-up activity, dress in white for good luck. Well, this sounds pretty simple, but if you'll comprehend the deep meaning of this, you'll appreciate how this activity can be one of the meaningful activities on this list. I remembered when I arrived in Rio for New Year's, one of the first things I learned was the local tradition of dressing in white. This isn't just about fashion, it's a cultural practice believed to bring good luck, peace, and prosperity for the year ahead. On New Year's Eve, I joined the sea of white-clad revelers, each person wearing white from head to toe, as a way of showing respect to the spirits of the sea, especially Yemanja. There's something incredibly unifying about seeing so many people dressed in the same color, all united in the hope of starting fresh. The tradition goes beyond good luck. It's a way to cleanse the past year's misfortunes and set new intentions. I made sure to wear something special and light, as the heat in Rio can be intense. Whether it's a flowing white dress or a simple t-shirt and shorts, the key is that everyone embraces the purity of the color. This ritual isn't just for locals, it's a fun, welcoming tradition for visitors too. As the night progresses, there's a sense of optimism that fills the air, and you can't help but feel like you're part of something bigger. What's even more exciting is how this tradition carries through the night's festivities. White outfits aren't just worn for good luck, they also symbolize peace and a fresh start, which is a big part of the New Year's celebrations. I loved the sense of unity it created as people of all ages and backgrounds joined in. Plus, it looks fantastic in photos, and the lightness of the color reflects the joy in the air. If you're visiting during New Year's, make sure to pack or buy something white to wear. There are plenty of local shops and street vendors selling white clothing as it gets closer to midnight. Don't worry about being overly formal. Casual white attire is just fine. Taking up the top activity on my list: attend the Copacabana Beach New Year's Eve party. There's no New Year's celebration in Rio quite like the iconic Réveillon at Copacabana Beach. I can't overstate how amazing it is to be part of this world-renowned party. Imagine this. More than 2 million people gathered on one of the most famous beaches in the world, all dressed in white, dancing to live music, and enjoying a night of celebration. It's an energy like no other. The night kicks off with a series of live performances by top Brazilian artists, and the beach is lined with bars and food stalls offering everything from fresh coconut water to delicious Brazilian street food. As the night continues, the party builds toward the grand fireworks display at midnight. It's impossible not to get swept up in the excitement. Everyone is ready to dance, celebrate, and wish for a better year ahead, creating an infectious atmosphere of joy and optimism. Getting there is simple. Just head to the Copacabana Beach area, but be sure to arrive early if you want to secure a good spot. The earlier you arrive, the better the chance of finding a place on the sand or near one of the many stages. There are also various VIP areas and exclusive events for those looking to upgrade their experience, which typically offer better views of the fireworks and more comfort. One insider tip I can offer: keep your belongings secure and be cautious of the crowds. While the atmosphere is overwhelmingly positive, it can get crowded, especially as midnight approaches. You can also book a table at one of the beachfront restaurants for a more relaxed yet still festive experience, offering both a great view and a delicious meal to enjoy while waiting for the clock to strike 12. Now you know exactly how to make your New Year's in Rio unforgettable. But before you go, here's that fun little secret I promised. Did you know that the fireworks at Copacabana Beach are not just a spectacular show, but also a part of a centuries-old tradition linked to good fortune? That's right. These vibrant bursts of color are meant to bring blessings for the coming year. So, if you're lucky enough to be there, remember to make a wish and maybe even dip your toes in the sea. It's said to bring even more luck. If you love this video, you'll definitely love the next ones.